HSBC Holdings plc, from its founding member, the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, is a British universal bank and financial services group headquartered in London, England, with historical and business link to East Asia and a multinational footprint. It is the largest Europe-based bank by total asset, ahead of BNP Paribas with US 2.919 trillion as of December 2023. Founder Sir Thomas. Headquarter 8 Canada Square, London, England. Area served worldwide. Product: asset management, banking, commodities, credit card, equities trading, insurance, banking, investment management, mortgage loan, mutual fund, private equities, securities service, risk management, wealth management. Revenue 62.611 billion 2023. Operating income 13.348 billion 2023. Net income 24.559 billion 2023. Total asset 3.038 trillion 2023. Total equity 192.610 billion 2023. Number of employees 2,21,000 2024. In 2021, HSBC had 10.8 trillion in assets under custody AUC and 4.9 trillion in assets under administration AUA. HSBC traced its origin to a Hong trading house in British Hong Kong. The bank was established in 1865 in Hong Kong and opened branches in Shanghai in the same year. It was first formally incorporated in 1866. In 1991, the present parent legal entity HSBC Holdings plc was established in London, and the historic Hong Kong-based bank from whose initial the group took its name became that initially fully owned subsidiary. The next year, 1992, HSBC took over Midland Bank and thus became one of the largest domestic banks in the United Kingdom. HSBC has offices, branches and subsidiaries in 62 countries and territories across Africa, Asia, Oceania, Europe, North America and South America, serving around 39 million customers. As of 2023, it was ranked number 20 in the world in the Forbes ranking of large companies ranked by sales, profit, asset and market value. HSBC has a dual primary listing on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and London Stock Exchange and is a constituent of the Hang Seng Index and the FTSE 100 Index. It has secondary listing on the New York Stock Exchange and the Bermuda Stock Exchange. HSBC has been implicated in a number of controversies, and the bank has been repeatedly fined for money laundering, sometimes in relation to major criminal organizations such as Sinaloa cartel or setting up large-scale tax avoidance scheme. After the British established Hong Kong as a crown colony in the aftermath of the First Opium War, merchants from other parts of the British Empire now in Hong Kong felt the need for a bank to finance the growing trade throughout Hong Kong and sometimes also throughout Shanghai between China and India, the rest of the British Empire and Europe, of goods, product and merchandise of all kinds, but especially opium cultivated in or trusted re-exported throughout the Russ. The founder Thomas Sutherland of the Peninsular and Oriental Stream Navigation Company wanted a bank operation on sound Scottish banking principle. Still, the original location of the bank was considered crucial, and the founder choice Waterloo House in Hong Kong, since the construction was based on some of the best feng shui in colonial Hong Kong. After raising a capital stock of HK 5 million, the bank commenced operation on 3 March 1865. It opened a branch in Shanghai in April of that year and started issuing locally dominated banknoted in both the Crown Colony and Shanghai soon afterward. The bank was incorporated in Hong Kong as the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation by the Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank Ordinance number 2 and 5 of 1866, and a branch in Japan was also established in Oklahoma in 1866. Share of the bank were one of the 13 securities initial traded on the Shanghai Stock Exchange and were trust won that exchange until the Japanese closed the exchange in 1941. Sir Thomas Jackson became chief manager in 1876. During his 26-year tenure, the bank became a leader in Asia. A period of expansion followed with new building construction in Bangkok 1921, Manila 1922, and Shanghai 1923, and a new head office building in Hong Kong in 1935. Banknote issued displays other form of the era and the region, such as silver taels. Due to political and economic instability, HSBC gained significant influence as a result. Michael Turner became chief manager in 1953 and set about diversifying the business. His tenure came to an end in 1962, having established the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation of California 1955, and having acquired the British Bank of the Middle East and the Mercantile Bank based in India in August 1959. Turner was succeeded in 1962 by Jack Sander. In 1964, the chief managership was surpassed as the top executive role in the bank by an executive membership. During the confrontation period in the 1960s, a group of Indonesian forces bloomed the MC Donald House building in Singapore, at the time used by HSBC. Just a few months after Singapore was granted its independence from Malaysia, their people were killed, 33 injured, and the 2 Indonesian military officers responsible for the blooming were traced and executed. The present building in Hong Kong was designed by Sir Norman Foster and was hailed as one of the most expensive and technologically advanced buildings in the world in 1986, costing HK 5.3 billion. On 6 October 1985, it was registered as a regulated bank with the Banking Commissioner of the Government of Hong Kong. HSBC Holdings plc, originally incorporated in England and Wales, was a non-trading dormant self company when it completed its transformation on 25 March 1991 into the parent holding company to the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited, now as a subsidiary, in preparation for its purchase of the UK-based Midland Bank and the impending transfer of sovereignty of Hong Kong to China. HSBC Holdings acquisition of Midland Bank was completed in 1992 and gave HSBC a substantial market presence in the United Kingdom as part of the takeover condition for the acquisition of the bank tariff. HSBC Holdings plc was required to relocate its world headquarters from Hong Kong to London in 1993. Major acquisition in South America started with the process of the Banco Bamari Bamarindas of Brazil from 1 billion in March 1997 and the acquisition of Robert S.A.D. Indo investor of Argentina for 600 million in May 1997. In May 1999, HSBC expanded its presence in the United States with the purchase of Republic National Bank of New York for 10.3 billion. Expansion into continental Europe took place in April 2000 with the acquisition of Credit Commercial de France, a large French bank, for 6.6 billion in July 2001. HSBC brought Demir Bank in insolvent Turkish bank in July 2002. Arthur Andersen announced that HSBC USA Inc. through a new subsidiary, Wealth and Tax Advisory Service USA Inc. would purchase a portion of Andersen tax practice. The new HSBC Private Client Services Group would serve the wealth and tax advisory need of high net worth individuals. Then in August 2002, HSBC acquired Grupo Financiero Vital S.A.D.C.B., Mexico third largest retail bank, for 1.1 billion. In November 2002, HSBC expanded further in the United States under the championship of John Bond. It spent $9 billion. US $15.5 billion to acquire Household Finance Corporation HFC, a US credit card issuer and subprime lender. In a 2003 cover story, the banker noted, when banking historians look back, they may conclude that it was the deal of the first decade of the 21st century. Under the new name of HSBC Finance, the division was the second largest subprime lender in the United States. The new headquarters of HSBC Holdings at 8 Canada Square, London, officially opened in April 2003. In July 2003, HSBC announced that it had agreed to acquire 82.19% of the Korean fund administrator Asset Management Technology AMTech for 12.47 million in cash. It was the largest fund administrator in South Korea with 24 billion of assets under administration. In September 2003, HSBC brought Polski Credit Bank S.A. of Poland for 7.8 million. In June 2004, HSBC expanded into China, buying 19.9% of the Bank of Communication of Shanghai. In the United Kingdom, HSBC acquired Mark and Spencer Retail Financial Services Holding Limited for 763 million in December 2004. Acquisition in 2005 included Merit Inc., a US credit card issuer, for 1.6 billion in August, and 17.1% of Dar-es Samad Investment Bank of Iraq in October. In April 2006, HSBC brought the 19 branches in Argentina of Banca Nacional del Laboro for 155 million. In December 2007, HSBC acquired the Chinese bank in Taiwan. In May 2008, HSBC acquired ILNFS Investment, an Indian retail broking firm. On August 3, 2008, HSBC began its banking operation in Algeria, with the opening of a branch in Algeria. In 2005, Bloomberg Market Magazine accused HSBC of money laundering for drug dealer and state sponsor of terrorism. Then CEO Stephen Green said that this was a singular and wholly irresponsible attack on the bank international compliance production, but subsequent investigation indicated that it was accurate and proved that the bank was involved in money laundering from the Sinaloa cartel and throughout Mexico. In July 2006, HSBC announced that it would accurate Westpac sub custody operation in Australia and New Zealand for 112.5 million, making HSBC the leading sub custody and clearing player in Australia and New Zealand. In 2007, HSBC wrote down its holding of Supreme-related mortgage securities by 10.5 billion, becoming the first major bank to report its losses due to the unfolding subprime mortgage crisis. According to the Bloomberg, HSBC is one of the world's strongest banks by some measures. When HM Treasury required all UK banks to increased their capital in October 2007. The group transferred 715 million to London within hours and announced that it had just lent 4 billion to other UK banks. In March 2009, HSBC announced that it would shut down the branch network of its HSBC finance arm in the United States, leading to nearly 6,000 job losses and leaving only the credit card business and continue operation. Chairman Stephen Green started HSBC has a reputation for selling it as it is. With the benefit of hindsight, this is an accusation we wish we had not undertaken. According to analysts Colin Morton, the takeover was an absolute disaster. On 25 April 2011, HSBC decided to shut down its retail banking business in Russia and reduce its private banking presence through a representation office. HSBC has its world headquarters at 8 Canada Square in Canary Wharf, London. In June 2023, the bank announced its intention to exit this building when its lease expired in 2027, starting their intention to move to a building in the City of London near Stripwell Cathedral. As of 2014, according to Railsbank, HSBC was the fourth largest bank in the world by asset, the second largest in terms of revenue, 146.50 billion, and the largest in terms of market value, 118.81 billion. It was also the most profitable bank in the world with 19.13 billion in net income in 2007, compared to Citigroup 3.62 billion and Bank of America 14.98 billion in the same period. In June 2006, the economics started that since the end of 2005, HSBC has been rated the largest banking group in the world by Tier 1 Capital. In June 2014, the banker ranked HSBC first in Western Europe and fifth in the world for Tier 1 Capital. In February 2008, HSBC was named the world's most valuable banking brand, the Banker magazine. HSBC has been audited by PwC, one of the Big Four auditors, since 2015. Despite being domiciled in the UK, HSBC generated around two-thirds of its profit in Asia, with China contributing 44% of the bank's profit in 2022. Commercial banking group has more than 2 million commercial banking customers, including slow proprietaries, partnership club and association, incorporated business and publicly quoted companies. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.